Well, here we go. Time for the Judge and JD show.
We're moving on up to the top, to a deluxe studio in the Burbs.
Well, here we are. Welcome back to the Judge and JD show. We just changed it up a little bit.
JD, what are you doing?
What are you thinking? Yeah, we're
I'm checking out the new digs, man. I'm checking out the new digs.
they're pretty sweet, huh?
This is a crib, man.
This is nice. It's very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
we should be on the show Cribs. You want to do a little tour?
Yeah.
Follow us around with a camera. But no, we've got a brand new podcast studio, and today's the first podcast from the studio. We're going to have TexasRadio.net next door, so a radio station will be in here.
We're broadcasting radio here before long, and kind of tying it all together. You know, we've got our business office here with a conference room and
Coffee
Yeah,
for JD Rose.
So that's what I'm saying. Anytime anybody wants to come by, we'll have a coffee going and maybe a cold beer or something.
Yeah, might be a cold beer in the
There
fridge,
you
I
go.
bet.
Cold beer in the fridge.
Cold beer, hello.
I vote for cold beer.
Well, we're super excited about the place that's out here at the Tivydale Business Park here in Fredericksburg. Good folks that own this place, gotten to know them a little bit. Several offices, in here.
Now, B Creek's in here.
B Creek's in Dogology up on Main Street. They've got an office here and a warehouse here.
Sorry.
There's several.
I got Tourette's, man.
Every now and then he
Hey,
goes
you
off.
can't use my excuse. That's how I get out of trouble.
But
No, I'm super excited, and we appreciate this. Appreciate you guys going on this journey with us all together. And
man, it's just crazy how things are evolving. You know, we talked about over 200,000 views. We talked about 34 episodes in, and where are we at 36, 37, wherever, I lost count. But here we are in a brand new
almost
studio,
5,000
thanks to you guys, and just
5,000
wonderful.
subscribers, all that stuff. And so
Yeah.
I felt like we needed a proper place. We felt like we probably needed a proper place to come set this up and really take it to another level. I mean,
Yes.
we're studio now. You know what I mean? We're not setting up and breaking down every week. We're a studio set up, and it's set up for this.
I love it. Got a great show lined up for you today. So, heck, let's get to it. Got some giveaways coming up and a whole lot more right here on the Judge and JD show. There's a word I've been wanting to use for about 2.5 years, and I haven't been able to until now. We got a doozy lined up.
Doozy.
It's
Doozy.
a doozy lined up
Doozy.
for you today.
It's
It's going to be a good one. We've got Cameron Allbright, the Texas artist.
phenomenal artist, and we got Dan Witcher Brewing. He's out on 290 out there. He's the owner and the brewmeister.
Sweet.
So good stuff.
That's a fine facility out there, and Dan's going to tell us more about that.
And those two have got the honor of joining us in our new studio here. So
First show
first
in the
show,
new digs.
yeah, good stuff. And I'm loving this place.
Well, how about we give away something from the new digs?
Let's do it. Who's digging in there?
Dig at the bottom. I like it. Dig at them on the very, very, very bottom.
Oh, yeah, man. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. And we've got, what is that, a Pioneer hat?
Pioneer hat.
Yeah,
and
and
a
Jordan,
knife.
one of Jordan's knives.
Fast flip. That's a nice,
Exciting.
dang, that's a nice one. Can I take this? I won this.
Yeah, we're just giving away a hat today.
All
And
right.
that's
well,
a Billy hat too.
Let's see who the lucky winner is.
Pioneer.
Joseph Fry.
Joseph Fry.
Joseph Fry is our winner. Look at me reading the name right. I
Well,
can
it was
read
pretty
it. I can
easy.
see it.
It was pretty easy. If you messed that up, then I would have to get up and hit you.
All right.
Joseph, come and see us at the bar. Ashley will be there to give you your knife and your hat from Pioneer.
Winner, chicken dinner, fried chicken.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Maddie with Maddie's Minute, where I give you what's going on in Fredericksburg, Texas. First off, Pioneer Museum was voted USA's top 10 open air museum. So you guys get out there, vote, so that we can bring this one home to our community. Another thing was this community got together on Monday for Martin Luther King Day at CMA Church on Main Street, where it was a day of meaningful moment and reflection of unity. Gillespie County Livestock Show raised $1.5 million this year, continuing the long tradition of helping out our local youth, of supporting our local youth, I should say. Thursday nights in Fredericksburg, I'm not sure if everybody's aware of this, but Thursday nights are locals nights. So feel free to ask any local businesses or bars for their discount. Most are actually providing it. Another thing that's happening on Thursdays is Allstat Brewery is now holding a Thursday night Pickers Club. So if you sing or dance or play music, please come out and enjoy the cold beer, nice music, and camaraderie amongst our community. That's it for Monty's Minutes. Now back to the Judge and JD Show.
Judge and JD Show continues. As promised, we got some great guests for you today. In fact, Dan Witcher is here from Witcher Brewing.
Yep. Exciting stuff. Right down the road.
Anytime we can talk beer, we're happy.
Yep. Good stuff.
It's a new beer. It's 2026 new beer.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I really like
I brought some new beers for us to try as well. So.
Yeah. I like the logos.
Yeah, so
Very
there's
nice.
so many little things that go into starting a business, and that was one that was totally off my radar. Luckily, my wife is really good at that kind of stuff, so we found an awesome designer in Austin that did great with all of our brand stuff, and so we're really happy with how logos and cans and all that stuff turned out.
Well, I guess we'll start from the beginning. When did you guys decide you wanted to do this? Was it a dream of yours for a long time, or is it just something that kind of came on a whim? Or
Sure, yeah, great question. So I started homebrewing in college, so it's been about 20 years now. But was oil and gas engineering for about 10 years.
Okay.
So did that, and then we had kind of an opportunity to move out here to Fredericksburg, and so bought about 17 acres south of town, moved in and built 8 short-term rentals there. And so after that, you guys know the situation out here, but there's a gajillion short-term rentals now. And so it's like, what do you do next? And for us, it was kind of, didn't want to do more of that. And so with my background in homebrewing, with my background in kind of the sister-own program, it's like a sommelier, but for beer, I just decided the next good move would be to do a brewery. So here we are.
all right.
We're glad you're doing it. Glad
Yeah.
you're doing it. You're out there on 290. You're kind of right in the middle of the winery, so change it up a little bit with beer.
Sure, yeah. So we're closer to Stonewall, and we've felt that. I feel like we have a lot of Stonewall guys that come out and see us regularly.
Yes.
So that's been a lot of fun to feel like we're kind of part of the community out there. But yeah, we're still really accessible. It's 8 minutes on the highway to get out there. And so we have a lot of traffic on Saturdays. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, great. So you're right in the thick of the 290 wine trail, so to speak, with Witcher Brewing. Tell us a little bit about the facility itself and what folks can expect what kind of experience will they have at Witcher Brewing?
Sure, great question. Probably to answer that well, I'd have to think back to why we built it the way we did to start. So.
Yeah, how did it all start? Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So my oldest, who's 7 now, when she was 6, we actually went to Oktoberfest in Munich. And so we did that, and then we actually road tripped through the Swiss German Alps after that, all the way to Lake Como in Italy.
Nice.
But along the way, of course, we stopped at a ton of places and spent some time. And it always felt like every little town had kind of its own brewery, usually named after the town, but not always, where you go and it's like, it's grandparents, it's parents, it's kids running around, spending the afternoon. Just a place, super simple fare on the food side, but good beer, and you can hang out all day and get there at 11 a.m. and stay till 6 p.m. or whatever if you want to, right? And it feels
Right.
like a hub, kind of that third place. And so there's some things like that here in Fredericksburg, but we felt like there was still room in the market for kind of having that niche feel like that. And so, we built the facility. It's got seating for about 100 inside. A mix of the front part of the building is really comfortable seating, chairs and couches and stuff. Back part is long German beer halls. And then we have 2,500 square feet of covered seating outside and 7,000 square feet of turf with room for kids to play in and stuff. Adirondack chairs and fire pits and all that in the gravel area. So
I think it's awesome you have something for the kids to do too, because like if you look on Facebook, all the a lot of the questions are, can we bring our kids?
Right, can we bring our kids?
So, I mean, you're kid friendly. So that's
And another thing we see is, social media and just here is, there's not a lot for locals.
Right.
And, these kinds of places are really, that's what, like you said, you kind of did it for local.
right.
Yeah, that's great.
And so it's a great thing.
Yeah, that's for sure our intended audience, and we're not naive enough to think that we won't make some of our money off tourists, but we built it to be a place that you could come hang out, and kind of on the kid front, right? So I have a 3, 6, and 7-year-old at home, and so we did it partly for business purposes, but also my wife would not have let me start this if we didn't have a place for her.
Right.
Back.
Oh yeah, like our kids are the same way.
Yeah.
They're at business with us, and put them to work and all that kind of stuff.
My little bar backs.
Yeah, bar backs, dishwashers.
We're not quite there yet, but I can see us getting there.
Yeah. I'll take your kids too. Trust me, I even trained all of mine.
There you go.
Dan, I understand y'all have some entertainment too for folks. Some things that
We do, yeah.
Some fun things to do.
Right, absolutely. So yeah, kind of on that note, right? We try to do community events. We do trivia every Thursday is our kind of our post. that we
Music
always put
trivia
in.
or just all across
Just
the
kind
board
of
trivia?
general trivia. And we're always open to feedback on that. But then every week outside of that, we always try to do one other big event. So whether it's like bingo or whether it's a kid's story time or whether it's a movie night, we
Yeah.
always have something going on.
That's great.
Something to do. Yeah.
And you can find all that
I'd
stuff.
love to come out for the
Activities
bingo night, man.
Yeah, bingo's been fun. Trivia, I feel like, trivia's fun whether you're winning or losing. It always feels like. And every week it just gets like a little bit bigger. And so this last week, I think we had like 9 or 10 teams of 4 or 5 people on a Thursday night, right? And so you look around, there's
So
50
Thursday
people.
night is when you're doing it.
Yeah, Thursday night's always for trivia. And then again, check the calendar because we kind of shift stuff around. In February, we'll do our first 42 tournament, which 42 is
No,
big
that'd
out
be
here in
great.
Domino's,
I love
right?
42,
And,
right.
yeah, and so we're always trying to mix different stuff.
That's a
in.
big
This
local
isn't just
thing.
wine
Yeah,
country.
we'll have to get that word out because there's a lot of
It's not just wine country; it's domino country.
Domino's
too.
country, yes.
Yeah,
a lot of our A&M folks.
Recording.
Yeah, I started playing in high school, and
We did
actually
too.
My math teacher was an Aggie. I went to UT.
Did you?
Sorry, everybody.
My domino experience is set them up and see if I can get them all to just domino. That's it. I don't. I've played train before, I think.
Sure.
But anyway,
I love 42. It's a good time. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I guess I was going to say one more thing too, kind of jumping back into the facility a little bit. It's more just kind of our offerings, right? And so we do have between 5 and 7 beers all the time that I make in house. So I'm Dan, I'm the owner, but I also do all the brewing.
I was going to ask who the
Yeah,
master is.
Sure.
That's you, Dan.
Yeah, it is. I don't give myself that
Dan the
title.
man.
Dan the man.
I don't feel like I've earned the mastered part of it yet, but I do make the beer for sure. And then so we do the beer. We have like a house-made seltzer that I make. And so I just brew like a neutral base seltzer. It's almost like a Topo Chico. And then we have like 6 or 7 juices that you can hand mix in. We do it for you, of course, right? But it's like cactus berries, blood orange. It's like
I've not heard of that
lime,
before,
right?
yeah.
That sounds good.
Really good. So it's kind of like, besides the other couple of cocktail places, it's kind of like the only cocktail you can get out there, right? And then we do wine on draft. We have bottles of wine. We have a full espresso bar. And then we have a kitchen that does, pretzels and pizza and that kind of stuff. So we're, again, with the intent
Oh
of
man,
like,
food,
So you got food and
beer,
whole nine yards.
entertainment. I'm
Because
talking about
food's kind of
everything.
been an
Kids.
issue out
It
there,
is, for
and so
sure.
that's great you guys have food.
Yeah. And that was our thing, right? The whole model was like, if you show up at 11 a.m., you can stay till closing if you want to.
Yeah.
And so like we have hard enough stuff that you can hang out all day and have a good meal, and you can, do
Kiddos can
whatever
play
you
out
want.
back
Somebody
and-
likes wine, that's great. We're never going to discriminate on choices, right?
Yeah.
If you like seltzer, that's great. If you like coffee, that's great. We got it all for you. So
I love it. Well, let's see. I'm
I was
just
gonna say, tell us
I'm
about
just
the
gonna
beer.
grab bag here. Let's talk
Sure.
about this one right here.
okay, so kind of the model there, right, is I just try to make really approachable beers. Do you want to have some while we're
Yeah,
sitting here?
yeah.
Okay, well, I'll pour it while we're talking. So this is a Belgian wit. So this one I feel like has to be one of our mainstays as we're developing them because it's like Witcher's wit. It's just like the name itself makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense to me. But so I don't know if y'all want the kind of background of the beer itself or
Yeah.
what to expect on it, but I'm not always going to make the same kind of beers. I'm a traditional American craft, right? We're just trying to make good, approachable stuff that everybody will like. So this one is a Belgian style, which means that unlike some of the German beers, you can actually add some other stuff besides the basic, malt, hops,
Right,
yeast, and water.
right.
And so this one has coriander and orange peel in it as well. So a really easy drinker. Your kind of commercial examples of shock top, right?
Yeah, it does kind of.
Should get those really fresh kind of notes and flavors
All
on
right.
your nose.
You were
as well.
saying it kind of resembled like a shock top.
Yeah,
Oh,
shock
man.
top. And so again, I try to give at least a little bit of everything. I'll take a sip too. Here.
All right.
Yeah,
But really
that's
want people
good.
to be able to come off the street and find something they like.
Yeah.
And so I always have a couple light beers.
It
Always
is
have-
good. It's like
Yeah.
That's
fresh,
tasty,
light.
man.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so we have some mid-tubers. We have a couple IPAs always. And so we are trying to kind of fill that niche as the American craft brewery because I feel like, we're trying to do a little something different.
Awesome. Well, great job on
Yeah,
this, man.
yeah. And so which one? That was a light. It was.
That was a Belgian wit, so it's kind of, I almost always have a lager or a Kolschan, and so that's a little bit lighter than this, but this is one of the more approachable ones that I
And then what is this guy?
I think that one would be a Vienna lager.
Vienna
so
lager.
kind of the commercial example of that be like a Negro Modelo. So really approachable. It's like slightly more flavor than you think of a normal Mexican lager.
So people can come out for tastings?
We do flights, yeah. We do
flights, that's the word I was looking for.
We love tour groups to come out. We've had groups of up to, I just did a corporate event a couple days ago that was 22, and so I had 22 flights. Check our Instagram.
Oh,
we
man.
had a video of that, right?
Yeah.
But so I, again, my background partly is the Cicerone program, and so I love doing beer education. So I love guiding people through tastings and doing all that as well.
Smooth. And I tell you, man, it just smells dang good.
It does.
You know, it's good beer. Good beer.
Yeah,
Dang good beer.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to kind of distribute at any point? Are you guys going to?
We're working towards that. You, as being a bar owner, I'm sure you can understand. You ask the TABC, and sometimes you get two different answers. From two
Yeah,
people.
you can.
And so I'm
can.
actually trying to determine if I have the right permit type to distribute. If I do, we will be starting here in the very near future, and I think we do. But
Yeah, I would think
but so yeah, so and we'll do. We're never going to be like big, right?
You're going to focus on out there.
15 or 20 accounts, maybe right here in the Fredericksburg area.
Yeah.
Is all we'll ever do.
There you go. Yeah,
maybe
that's good.
Fredericksburg to Johnson City is kind of the thought, right?
Can they buy beer to go at your
They
place?
can, yeah. So we have a desktop canner that we currently use. We have a larger canner, which I have not been able to keep up with enough beer yet to fill that thing up, unfortunately.
Nice.
But so once we get to that point, we'll have tons of cans ready to go all the time. Right now, you come up, we have a few in the case, and you can ask for us to make cans, and we're happy to do that as well.
Okay. And you got it in kegs as well as, or is it all?
Not yet,
Not
but yeah,
yet?
that's what we're
Okay.
working towards. So hopefully here this month we'll be there. We should be able to.
Yeah,
kegs
y'all
and all
are
that.
very new, right? You
We
said
are.
about 7 months or
That's
so.
right.
Is that right?
Yeah. So June is when we started. So it was, I spent about a year before that renovating the space and doing the turf in the back and the gravel and all that, and getting the system hooked up. With my engineering background, I mostly did all the equipment design and hook up myself. All the PID controllers and glycol system and everything is my own design. So when something goes wrong, it's my fault, of course. But anyway, it's been a fun project.
Well, we had what did we have on here? We had another electrical engineer, right? He has a
Dietz
distillery.
is an
Yeah,
engineer,
Dietz was.
right.
Yeah,
He's an engineer.
and he was saying it was helpful to him with all the,
Yeah, I have a PE license actually.
same kind of thing,
Yeah,
huh?
thermal fluid systems, and so I didn't get that thinking I would own a brewery, but thermal fluid systems is like the thing.
The thing
to
that goes
have,
right
you
with
know,
it, so you might as well.
So maybe I had it in the back of my mind all along.
And you were in oil field before, you said.
I was, yeah. I spent about 10 years, and I was a drilling engineer, and then a variety of in-office positions that kind of strayed more towards industrial process engineering. And so all that stuff kind of did, whether I knew it or not, built to make it a perfect transition here to do this.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I did a short stint as a landman,
Sure.
and you know that new show out, Landman. It's nothing like
Billy
that.
Bob.
There's no drama, no excitement, just you at a courthouse, and that's it. So, but it was I did enjoy the oil field stuff, but
I just remember-
but I don't imagine beer's a little.
That's
less
cool. I
stressful.
didn't know you did the landman thing.
Oh, I did. I did.
Well, the thing is, working for yourself versus other people, I was always pretty good on Friday when I left. That was the end of the work week for me.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't work.
No, it does not.
That's
And so
good.
yeah, we have these, the brewery, and then the 8 short-term rentals, and so it's kind of a 24-hour deal.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't do it a different way, right? We're really happy with.
But it sounds like it's taken off great for you. Like,
Sure.
kind of reminds me of our podcast. We were pleasantly surprised how quickly it's
Couldn't
taken
believe
off.
it.
And,
I mean,
but it
just-
sounds like you've got the same thing going with your brewery there. That what's one thing that surprised you most opening? Did you have any like pleasant surprises, or what do you
Well,
think?
the first time I turned my brew system on to brew, the boil kettle cracked the stainless along the bottom, and so that was an unpleasant surprise.
And then yeah,
And then I had to, so I built an auxiliary building and bought a new to me but used brew house that's now in that space. And so that was the biggest surprise, was
Right.
that I had to, spend another big chunk of change that I did not budget for to make it work. But, there's been lots of things that have been little challenges. We've been able to work through them, and I feel like we're in a good spot. I'm really excited to see where
I always try to say there's no problems, just solutions, but it doesn't always work out that way.
But well, no, we appreciate your time. I mean, it doesn't sound like you have a lot of time with everything you got going on here and having kiddos at home.
It's tough for sure, but no, this is great. I love what y'all are doing here. I've watched a bunch of the first several episodes, and
Oh, thank you.
I really enjoyed it. So I think y'all are doing a cool thing, and I'm happy to be part of it.
Well, Dan, it was great to have you on the Judge and JD
Yeah,
show.
you need to be a
man,
regular.
and,
We're going to be a regular at your place. You need to
great.
be a regular around here.
right on. I'll get the Weinheimer tours out there.
Sure.
And
Come
did
by
you happen
Pioneer,
to
too.
drive through Weinheim, Germany?
Oof!
I didn't know there was such a
lying
thing.
to you. I
You
don't
know,
know if
there's
I
a
did or
town
not.
called Weinheim.
No.
Is it in the
That's
I
where
heard
my
it's
real
full of
last-
whiners.
Weiner. I'm not a whiner. Weinerheimer.
I mean, winos.
Wino. Well, there's that for sure. But anyway, I just found out some interesting things about the history of my family from Weinheim. I think I said this on another podcast, but my ancestors worked for the kings.
Oh, really? Okay.
Whereas they would be the winemakers for the castle or the kings.
Oh, really?
That's one hell of a job. That's job security right there.
That's pretty important stuff.
But they made that wine for royalty. That's pretty cool.
I did not know that.
Cool. And
look at now you're working for the queen over here.
I love it. Queen Mari.
Queen Mari, bossing everybody around on a daily basis. That's what y'all pay me for.
You're good at that. Dan, thank you very much for joining us on the Judge and JD show. It was good to have you on. And the first interview right here in the new digs.
Right here in the studio. Good stuff.
If y'all feel like going offsite sometime, when we do one of our big events next, we'll have you out and y'all can do it live from there.
I love it.
I would love that.
Yeah, we'll come out live.
Yeah.
We're going to have TexasRadio.net next door. We've got our Texas radio station on.
Great.
So we're going to have a big old shindig studio here.
Yeah, we'll have
great.
We have an online radio station, TexasRadio.net, that'll have this show, and then
We'll be able to
Texas
broadcast
Country
live.
Music. We'll be able to broadcast live from your place.
Yeah, sure.
Or wherever, and then he's got a studio in here. And JD's the expert on that stuff, so I'm looking forward to learning it.
Yeah.
We're going to get her done.
I feel like
sir.
my wife would also kill me if I didn't say that our rentals are called A-Frame Ranch. I don't think I said that before.
A-Frame Ranch.
Yeah, whatever you do not get killed by your wife on here. We'd like to have you back.
A-Frame Ranch.
Good. A-Frame Ranch. So yeah, we're just out the town, really close. So great
And they can
place
find
to
that
stay.
online, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we have a website. We're with Portside Hospitality as well, so you can find us there. But
Social media. You're
jump
on
in
all
again, but-
socials.
Oh yeah.
And I looked yesterday. You've got a nice website, for Witcher Brewing. And I'm assuming you got other social media channels and so forth. So
All right.
Yeah,
as long as people can find you, and then you got your spot right there on middle of wine country. It's perfect.
For sure.
On it like a duck on a Cheeto. I like it.
I don't know that I've heard that one before.
I don't know what that one was for either, but a lot of times we don't know what JD's saying.
It's a good one to go out on. Let's go out on that one.
All right, guys.
Oh man, the Judge and JD show. Like I said, we've got an action-packed show going on here. Lots of soul gonna be coming at you, right, Judge?
You bet. We got to hear him warming up, and super excited to learn a little more about you, man.
Right here he is, Cameron Allbright. Give it up. Oh, that's to the audience. They're going absolutely crazy. So you got Hill Country roots, huh?
Yeah.
Where were you born and raised? When did all this start, Cameron?
Man, I was actually born in Dallas, but we moved down to New Braunfels when I was like 7 or 8. So I grew up.
Unicorn. Are you
I
unicorn?
am.
Did you
went
play
to-
football?
In middle school I did, but I ran track in high school. I couldn't do I don't think I was big enough to. I wanted to be a running back. That was the only thing I was gonna do, and I just wasn't built for it.
So you got speed, you got wheels.
I got speed. I got some wheels.
If you're in track, you got some
was
wheels.
a sprinter, but kind of went away from the football thing. But yeah, man, New Braunfels is home.
Yeah, and that's such a great area too.
It is.
Here we are in a German community. Of course, New Braunfels has the same culture, same roots, same.
Same
as
thing.
Fredericksburg.
New Braunfels is very music friendly.
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
Fredericksburg is, and lots of good places to play, I would imagine. Yeah, good.
So when did you get into performing and writing and all those kinds of things? When did you decide, hey, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, I think kind of writing and playing for myself, kind of just in my bedroom growing up, and kind of had a bit of a stage fright thing for a while. Like I wanted to do it. I wanted to get out there, in the spotlight. But it took kind of me going. I went to Texas State in San Marcos, graduated from there, maybe coming up on a year and a half now or something. But I met some like-minded individuals, and they kind of brought me over to Cheatham Street, the Songwriters Night every Wednesday. And I had some songs I'd written, and I think the second time I ever got up in front of an audience was at Cheatham and played some original songs.
So
and,
you're literally facing your fears, right? I mean,
well, I've been
what I
doing this a
mean?
few years
That's
now,
awesome. Yeah,
and 100%. It's like every that's been the most rewarding thing, really. It's like just kind of getting out of your comfort zone sometimes and saying yes to things, and it's and I will say it's gotten easier, and I think I've gotten better at it. But I've been lucky enough to. We've been on the road opening up for bigger acts, opening up for Ty Myers, who's a kid out of Dripping Springs, and he's packing rooms, thousands of people. So we've been gracious enough to open up big shows like that.
You know, you just brought up a good thought in me that the scene's really exploding with guys like Braxton Keith is coming
Yes.
on, but like you said, they're packing these the rooms and dance halls and it's awesome. I mean, it's just I call y'all the young guns.
Yeah.
You know, back when I started, Pat Green was just a barefoot kid. Hey, coming up to Miranda Lambert would come by the station. Can you play? She'd be like 16. Her mom would have to drive her. Can you play this on the radio? But what I'm saying is now y'all are going to carry that torch.
Yeah, trying. It's definitely a different scene in some ways in an industry than it used to be. A lot of it's kind of right here on the cell phone, but there's still radio and everything that supports people like me, and I don't know, whatever happens. I'm just happy to be. I've been able to play music for a living the past year since I graduated from college, and that's the dream, so I'm living it.
Absolutely, under Randy Rogers Management Company, so that's awesome too. How's it working with Randy and his folks over there? I'm sure it's a great experience, right?
It's great. He's been in the industry for a long time, and definitely has a lot to say and a lot of experience. And I was for the most part playing bar gigs around New Braunfels and San Marcos, and luckily had some songs that kind of went some places and got picked up by some radio, and he kind of texted me. I guess I think he knew me from Cheatham, from being around there. He owns Cheatham Street, and
All right.
so he texted me one day out of nowhere, just kind of, hey, this song's really good. What are you doing? And then we ended up getting lunch together one day, and then say he wanted to manage me, and so yeah, it's really cool. It's I grew up listening to Randy Rogers Band music and all those Texas guys. So yeah, it's definitely cool.
Yeah, but I remember when he played. Remember the Cantina here in town? We went and saw him play there. I think I was in college, and again, he was probably younger than you are now.
Right. Yeah. When he started, but you talk about a talent, man. Randy's.
Oh yeah.
Just he writes his own songs, but he's also really good at picking songs. That other people write as well, and that's a big part of what George Strait did. Of course, Dean Dillon wrote I don't know how many of those George Strait
most
hits,
of them. Yeah.
But he had just a good ear of George didn't really have time to write. If you think about it, so but he had a great ear for picking the songs that he wanted to put on his records. So
100%. Yeah, I think Randy too. Like in terms of kind of a business mind, is a lot of his success comes from not just the music side, but kind of the business side and the industry side, and the tenacity that he has, and that's kind of you kind of got to have some ambition if you want to go do this thing. It's kind of an interesting thing to go. I want to go be everyone kind of laughs at you. I want to go be an artist. I want to go be a songwriter, but definitely kind of instilled some confidence in me this last year. Kind of like, all right, if you want to go do this, got to grow up a little bit and go do it. So,
well, since you're young, how do you feel AI is incorporating a little bit into the music scene? Is it, I know a lot of folks are using AI demos, right? For demos,
it's crazy,
and things like that, right?
It's wild. Like it's crazy what it can do. I was my friend Charlie Stout was playing me. He had written a song, and then
the Stout Brothers.
Charlie Stout, no, he.
Okay, because I know there's a band called the Stout Brothers. Okay, but anyway, go ahead.
He had played me a song that he had just written, and then a demo of it, like a full band demo, but it was all AI with a fake voice and everything. But it sounded so real, and so it's just kind of trippy. I don't know, it's weird.
I guess if you use it as a tool, one thing I said on this show that I think it's kind of stuck in some people's minds, and Judge, you said it too, is that it doesn't have a soul.
Yeah.
And when you sing, man, you're soulful, and we're gonna. By the way, you're gonna be in for a treat here in a little bit when he sings a couple of songs for us. But yeah, there's no soul, right?
There's no soul. You have to have had some experiences, I think, before you can sing about them.
Yeah, like you can feel the personality and the character and the soul there at 100%. Yeah, with real music. Yeah, so.
Absolutely. Well, cool. Well, can you play us a song?
Yeah, man, I will. I got you. Well, I got this single out right now, but it's not as soulful as this one right here, so maybe I'll do this one. And I was warming up.
How many sorries?
This song's called Idaho. I put this out.
Okay.
And I'll get to how many sorries, but do I have 2 songs or do I have 1 song?
Got two, man.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I was.
You want to pop a beer and fresh your throat?
Oh yeah,
can pop a Witcher? Which one?
Let's do this lager. We're live testing.
Okay, pop that bad boy. Dan was just in
Wet
here.
his throat first.
Oh man,
He's the
Let's see by
owner,
the face.
brewmeister.
yeah.
He needs
He's
some
got a
liquid
big
courage
place.
there, Cameron.
It's great.
The one I had was really good. It was
Good, huh?
Tastes like Fredericksburg, German.
Right. Got a Deutsch flavor to it.
Hey, Judge, turn that can the right way. It's
And I
driving
will
me nuts.
say,
Let's push these in.
Allbright used to be Albrecht, so German.
Albrecht.
Yeah, I'm German. Here, this is a song put out like a little over a year ago on the last record, and it's called Idaho. The situation's got me thinking maybe I should not be thinking much anymore. My soul is aching, my hands are shaking, and my brain is sore. But I never chose to feel the way I do. We're all just products of a painful past. There's gotta be a better place where living's got a sweeter taste, and where loving's gonna really last. It's a slow game, leaving old pain. Baby, can you make it fast? Take me to Tennessee, baby. I'm a freight train moving slow. I'm on the wrong side of the Mississippi River, and I've gotta go. Well, behind me is a scary place, maybe only I am gonna ever know. Can you take me away? It's been so damn cold in Idaho. Let's go.
Yeah.
I've been snowed in with my demons for so long I can't remember what it's like to trust a brighter day. Yeah, I've gotta figure out how to cast away my debt. Maybe your loving is the only working way. And I apologize for all the bad I did. Feel like I didn't have a choice at all. Do you remember when the winter started blowing in? Well, I guess I left my heart back in the fall. You're like spring rains on these cold plains, melting down my strongest walls. But take me to Tennessee, baby. I'm a freight train moving slow. I'm on the wrong side of the Mississippi River, and I've gotta go. Well, behind me is a scary place, maybe only I am gonna ever know. Well, can you take me away? It's been so damn cold in Idaho. Take me, you take me, you take me, take me away. Oh, can you take me away, baby? I said, well, take me, you take me, you take me, take me away. Oh, can you take me? Just take me away, well, take me to Tennessee, baby. I'm a freight train moving slow. I'm on the wrong side of the Mississippi River, and I've gotta go. Well, behind me is a scary place, maybe only I am gonna ever know. Well, can you take me away? It's been so damn cold in Idaho.
You can't take me away where my heart ain't got nowhere to go. No, no. Yeah, but can you take me away, baby? Take me away.
Damn.
Wow.
Right.
That was
You
good. That
read my
was
mind.
good.
I'll tell you what, good stuff. I need to bring my cajon in here.
Yeah, you did.
I got a cajon.
There you go.
A cajoni? Whatever they call it.
Whatever they call it.
No, not a cajoni. A
I think it's
cajon.
spelled like that, but it's not. Well, it's spelled with a J, I think.
Anyway.
We had one on the show the other day when he.
Did you mic it up?
Lost his cajon.
Where? I'm going to talk
Are these
like
your
this.
guitars?
That was my dad's over there.
12-string.
The Ovation.
And then I had
That's
the
12
notion
string.
to learn to play guitar, and now it's on the wall. It didn't
There
really
you
work
go.
out.
That happens sometimes.
You learn, he only knows one chord. It's the G chord.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah. Well, Stone and LaRue's got one chord song, right? He's
Yeah.
got one chord song. It's just one chord the whole song.
I love Stony LaRue.
I do
love
too.
it. Yeah, we met him actually at
I had to- I had to-
Yeah.
the Crawfish Festival that year.
She had to come and help me off Sonny LaRue's bus because we had a little bit too much
There
to
you
drink
go.
on
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I had to go help him and my husband off because my husband's a huge
Yeah,
Stone
we
LaRue fan
walked
and
by
he
the
wouldn't get
bus.
off the bus.
I had a question.
They probably
for him.
appreciated that.
Yeah.
I asked him a question. He said, "Let's go drink a beer about it." And I said, "Okay." Hours later, here comes Monty getting
Like,
me
hey, I'm
and
not
Ian
working
off
over
the-
here by myself. You need to get off this damn bus. Sorry, Stony, but you're gonna have to get some other croonies to hang out with.
Stoney likes to have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, man, what a talent! I mean, you know, I'm going to shout out to Tammy Millspaw, the Texas record chick too.
Yes,
Me too.
very
Thank you, Tammy.
When you work with Tammy, you know you're on the right track. When Randy Rogers texts you and you're under his management company, you're kicking ass. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
And you're making a living, you said, right out of college
You know,
doing this.
Man, you know, I'm making a living, like paying the rent at least. But yeah,
You're not
Man.
flying. You're not wings.
I didn't fly in on a private jet right over here. That didn't happen.
We'll get you there.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
happy to be
But
here.
you know, the journey's fun, isn't it?
It's great, man. It's stuff like this, man. It's a people industry, and it's like, you know, just meeting people is awesome, and memories, and I got so many stories and memories on the road with my band this last year, and just it's a good time. It's kind of sometimes it's a lot, you know. It's pros and cons, but
There's a bar in Fredericksburg that books bands called Pioneer.
Oh yeah,
Never been there.
I hear the
Oh,
booking manager is
you know,
super
in Frederick-
cool.
Yeah.
I heard the booking manager
is that
is
you?
super cool. Yeah,
She's a pretty cool chick.
She's all right.
Yeah.
She's all right when she's in
Yeah.
a good mood and had her Snickers.
Yeah.
She's a good girl when she's sleeping.
Yeah.
That's what Ian says all the time.
He was looking for this place and found the bar along the
Yeah,
way.
he-
on
Oh,
accident.
did you?
Yeah.
Well, we
Oh,
were
wow.
just messing around. We ate at what's the cafe over there, the Texas, or is it Sunrise or
Oh, the
Sunset.
little sunrise
Oh, yeah,
place
yeah,
there
yeah,
on the
yeah,
side.
yeah,
that spot was awesome.
Good food.
You have to
Yeah.
try Bella Pasta. Oh my god.
Yeah, what we drove
Bella
past that.
Pasta.
Pasta
is good.
Bella.
Pasta
Pasta
Bella.
Bella.
Pasta
Pasta
Bella.
Bella, yeah.
Sorry, Pasta Bella.
You're dyslexic. It's
But yeah,
okay.
he was.
I am actually.
So Marty walked into a bra and
bra?
ordered a beer. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, you're dyslexic.
I walked into a bra and ordered a
She's
beer.
dyslexic.
I'm
Bar.
dyslexic
Bra.
instead of bra.
Bar.
I've
Bar.
done that too, actually.
Cameron walked into a bar looking for a bra.
But
Got ID'd either way, though. Yeah.
ooh, liking that
I would've
Witcher
carded
brew.
you.
Look at this. He's slamming that Witcher.
I would
like
have
it.
definitely carded you. I have a thing that if you look like you're old enough to be my kid, you're getting carded. And I have kids your age, so yes.
There you go.
All right, you want to do one more song for us?
Yeah, we'll do this, and I don't know if I had to, but this one.
What gigs you got coming up this weekend? Or you got anything in the area close where people can
we're,
come see you or the next couple of weeks?
Pioneer Bar.
Pioneer
Pioneer
Bar?
Yeah,
Bar.
might as well on the way back, I guess. I'm kind of on this little radio thing, and we're going be in Abilene tomorrow, and make our way up to Lubbock. Hopefully, we don't get
That's
in trouble
my- that's
with
where I was born.
Yeah, you might get stuck there for a little while.
They don't know what it's
going
gonna.
in, but
They don't know what it's gonna do. Now we're taping this on a Wednesday and it's Friday. We might be snowed in right now.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I saw one.
Actually, JD, it's Tuesday.
Oh, it is Tuesday. We used to record.
They
on
don't know what day it is.
Wednesdays, but they're saying like maybe 10 inches of snow around the San Antonio. Some computer models.
it's probably all.
It's probably all AI.
Yeah,
You never know though, because 5 years ago the snow apocalypse thing or the
Snowvid.
Fro-
I-
Snowvid,
Frovid.
yeah.
Snowvid.
I was a freshman in college when that happened, living in a dorm on Texas State University campus, and we just had no food, no electricity.
Did the power,
Oh, yeah,
did the
I got
power,
the
Power went out over there. And
Oh, wow.
Wasn't that in
it?
February of last year? Wasn't it around
February.
Valentine's
February.
Day or
Oh,
something?
It was a few years ago.
That
but
was crazy. It was below zero.
Yeah.
And
was fun,
in
I would
Fredericksburg.
I would go open up the bar. Nobody else could get out, but we had cattle at the time, and I'd go feed cattle. I open up the bar, and only people coming in town were the people going and feeding their cattle.
Yeah.
And they'd tell their wives and stuff that they'd been, they had to be out there for a while, but we were hanging out at the bar.
Yeah, the bar's the only thing open. That sounds like a good. That's what we were doing. We were.
I didn't
hanging
name
out.
names. I didn't name
Yeah,
names.
you didn't name names. You're good. You're good. You're good. Well, I remember, I think it was around Valentine's Day because it was just right after we got our ring camera. And I remember Ian snuck out of the house to go and get me a Valentine's present because he forgot it was Valentine's Day. And I was looking at the camera and I saw him just slide all the way down the
man.
driveway. I have it still. I saved it because, it's funny.
He went out into below zero
To get me a
To
gift.
get you a gift. What a guy.
Yeah, because he knew better. He
Yes.
came back right back. Valentine's and nothing, not even a card.
All right, back to Cameron Allbright here. And what you want to do for us now? Do
Yeah,
one more?
I'll play this single that I just put out. The reason that I'm out here on the road visiting everybody and talking about it, but I didn't know that this was. I'd recorded like 4 songs, and I thought another song was more radio, was more whatever, and then Randy was like, "No, this song right here is the thing right here. We're gonna do this one." So this one right here. It's called "How Many Sorries." Got my palm red the other day off of the interstate, and it ain't looking up. Spend my loose change on some tall boys. If they come and go, I'm gonna go test my luck, babe. I got the tendency to try to solve my problems with nonsense. I'm all talk and no walk, and she's gotta hate it. I know just what I'll do. I'll say that I'm sorry to you. How many sorries will it take me this time? Do they just all sound the same, except the excuse that I blame? Does sorry even mean anything now, baby? You know me, you should by now. But tell me how many sorries will I tell you this time around? Took an Amtrak to New Orleans in the morning with Mary Jane. Ate a po' boy, bought some corduroy, sang the blues in the rain. Well, I got the tendency to run away from stuff that I can't fix, and come back stuck in the same trap, still using the same tricks. I know just what I'll do. I'll say that I'm sorry to you. How many sorries will it take me this time? Do they just all sound the same, except the excuse that I blame? Does sorry even mean anything now, baby? You know me, you should by now. But tell me how many sorries will I tell you this time around? I know just what I'll do. I'll say that I'm sorry to you. How many sorries will it take me this time? Do they just all sound the same, except the excuse that I blame? Does sorry even mean anything now, baby? You know me, you should by now. Well, tell me how many sorries will I tell you this time around? How many sorries? How many sorries? How many sorries? How many sorries?
Got my palm red the other day off of the interstate. And it ain't looking up, spend my loose change on some tall boys. If they come and go, I'm gonna go test my luck.
Yeah, I got a tall boy right here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. You said that earlier, man. Cameron Allbright on the Judge and JD Show, TexasRadio.net. Just, man, what a great day this is. Our first show right here in the new digs, the new studio, and it's been a great day, man. We appreciate you coming on.
I'm glad to be a part of it.
And sharing your story with us.
Anytime, man, anytime.
And, make sure you download his music. Go to, I guess it's on all the platforms.
Yeah, all the streaming platforms. Cameron Allbright, 2 L's in Allbright.
And when you go to the shows, buy the merch, right? So real quickly before we let you go, how did for some of the younger people in the audience that want to get into this type of business, how do you feel it's all tying together now with merch, shows, and things like that? Where business-wise, and Randy Rogers is a business genius. What can you share anything that he shared with you from a business angle? The best way to make the money, is it merch? Is it because I understand Spotify doesn't pay worth the crap? Is that true or no?
Yeah, it's true. It's a lot of times. It's merch. Merch kind of gets us down the road per se. But
gas money and all
Pays
that.
for diesel.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
And but yeah, and it's all playing shows. I've been able to make somewhat of a living off of playing shows. But like I said earlier, the whole industry's kind of changed just because it's all. You could be famous overnight by posting one video on TikTok or something. So
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of my New Year's resolution is I need to maybe be a little more active on social media and that sort of thing. But merch helps, and like even I got a Bandcamp. You can go buy my album outright digital, and I need to print some vinyls because the vinyl's back now.
Vinyls.
It is. That's all I listen to is vinyls. Yeah.
So
me too. I got a nice turntable at my house, and
we got one here too.
Got the old Pioneer speakers, but no, that's great. So go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut in on you, but vinyl's making a big comeback,
and merch. Like you were saying, merch is a big deal, and just come to the shows, and I'm sure it's kind of like there's
tip jar. Hell yeah,
a tip jar. If you're playing, a bar at Pioneer, and throw a tip jar out there, but also like to anybody, you were asking if anybody young. Like I would say, like post videos. Like you never know. Like you could post one video and you could have a career.
What's that chick's name? Ella
Langley.
Did she start like that or not?
I'm sure like that was a big part of her.
Yeah, that's the one that sings.
That Choosing Texas song is. That's one of the best songs that.
Oh, I thought she sang. You look like you love me.
She sings that one.
Yeah, she sings that one.
But that Choosing Texas, man. There's not many modern day classics anymore, but that damn song could be a damn classic.
It's a hit.
It is good stuff. Well produced.
Yes.
Nashville, yeah.
Like I always liked that Sonny Sweeney song, A Table Away. I always thought the production on that song was just knock it out of the park good. I can't remember who produced it, but damn, it was just such a it just kind of reached out of the speakers and just pulled you in, kind of a song.
Well, that song I just played, How Many Sorries. Like, go listen to the studio version, and it's very drums and it kind of has that effect. And the first time I heard it when we were recording it in the studio, and we listened back, and I was like, all right, I think we got something here. This is kind of it's unique enough to kind of fit in Texas music, Texas country. I'm hesitant to say, but it's like. We throw some like pedal steel in there. It doesn't really sound like pedal steel traditional, but it's. I like to kind of color outside the lines, but I'm a fan of red dirt music and Texas country and country music. So
now is that your first single, or did you have a single before that one?
Yeah, I put out a record like a year and a half ago, and we had that first song I played Idaho. I've never been to Idaho in my life, by the way. I don't know, weird songwriter.
Right.
I assume it's cold and you might want to not be there in the winter. You might want to be somewhere warmer, So I was going off of that, and it rhymed, so that helps. But I've got a whole an 8-song album out, and then a few singles before that a few years ago, and then How Many Sorries is kind of the first single that we put out on this next project. maybe by the summer we'll put out a full album. But yeah.
Well, I think it's going to do well.
I think so.
I think you're going to have a number one on your hands there,
we'll
brother.
see, man. But, keep working. Never know what could happen.
That's right.
Well, you're always welcome to come play at Pioneer.
There you go.
Always.
Anytime. I'll be sure to stop in. We had a good time over there. We might have drank a beer before I got here, but
Well, y'all will definitely exchange numbers. For
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And get
For
something
sure.
rolling.
give Emily a raise, or you give Emily.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
awesome.
I'll let her know you said to.
She's cool. Yeah,
Emily's
she's
is
very
cool.
friendly.
Emily is very friendly. She's a good one.
Cameron Allbright on the Judge and JD show. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
in,
you,
brother.
man. Thank you for having me.
Enjoyed
Thank you.
having you, man.
Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you so
It was
much.
a good time.
Action.
Good time.
Well, we really appreciate everybody joining us. These guests were amazing, JD. I tell you what, I'm enjoying this new studio as well.
I know, man. It's sweet. I think it's just comfortable, and it's going to be. We're going to be able to utilize it for so many different things, and it's just downright exciting. Good stuff.
Yep, new stuff, and probably by the next few weeks we'll be talking about radio. I mean, we're working on that every day, so you'll hear us on our radio station. And
Right.
Good
and I are going
stuff.
to be doing a show, and if Monty's here, she can join us.
Yep.
No, Marty's going to hide behind the camera as usual.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Hey, you got a news segment.
Yeah, you do have your new own segment.
Thank you for doing the news segment.
We appreciate you doing that. You did a great job.
No, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're a hell of a painter, too. Cameron was talking about
Multitasking
great
at its
colors.
best.
It was a great color. You chose a great color. Good
I
job.
did.
Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and get notified on the Judge and JD show.
Come see us at Pioneer. Call JD about a bus tour and
Wine tour of the Fredericksburg wine country.
good stuff. Well, come see us.